family, and they are also so dedicated to him. And he did not stop there. Even after this, Guruji saw to it that that girl is educated well, and believe me or not, even for her wedding, we did the seer on behalf of the girl's side, on behalf of the bride. We did it because she was our girl. So that is how Guruji takes care of every family that has surrendered to him. That's what I'm trying to say. Arundarum anaikum annai arviladu odi vilundarum edutrum appan. He has done this to any number of families. I can just go on and on. Like I said, what we're going to see is merely one instance here and one instance there. And truly, he has that with his family, and he takes care of everybody, not just in a divine spiritual way, but literally also. Literally he will do it. He will ask you, every child that comes into Premika Bhavanam, he will ask, what exam do you have today? What did you study? Did you finish your homework? When a grandmother comes, he will ask, did you go to the doctor? You said you had back pain. What happened? He will remember everything, and he will worry about more than even we worry about things. It's very easy. When you have some worry, what you do is you basically go and tell that to Guruji, and you just stop worrying about it, and he will start worrying about it. This happens all the time. All the time. That is how he is, the head of the family, the father. As I said, we don't have that devotion in us to adopt that bhava of the child to him, but he comes down and he becomes our father. That way we start looking up to him as the head of the family. And this he does to millions of people at the same time. Which is why he is that Prema Avatar, a personification of love. As a guru, the way in which he touches our lives. There are always people who can tell you what's going to happen in the future. There are always people that can heal you. There are always people who can do astounding feats. There are good magicians who can do that. So everything else is achievable by some way or the other. But the one thing that can be given solely by God or Guru, that Sadguru, is Antima Smriti. Nobody else can give us that. To give us that final thought and to dissolve all the karma load that we are carrying, all the vasanas, and to just take us like the flower. Only he can do it. Guruji has done it. He does it all the time. After all, that's why he has come to live in our midst. There was this devotee, a very ardent devotee of Swamiji. He's a very highly qualified person, and he had his old father and mother, and he was still not married. He had his brothers. It was a very big family, and he used to come, not the rest of the family. He was very devoted to Guruji, and Swamiji was also very fond of him for the simple reason that he liked Nama Sankirtan very much. So Swamiji is very fond of him. The easiest way to win Swamiji's heart is to like Nama Sankirtan. Chant Nama, he will fall for you. So he did that very well from day one, and Swamiji, Guruji liked him very much. So this young man, he was in between jobs at that time. He did not have a job. And he was living with his parents. All of a sudden, it kind of came as a rude shock to him when his mother was diagnosed with cancer. She was diagnosed with lymphoma of some kind. And she was undergoing treatment for this. So this whole phase was not looking very good for him. One thing, he did not have a good job, a regular job. Then his mother was not well, and he was tightly attached to his parents. One of those, ideal sons, So he was very attached to his mother, and he used to take care of her so much, and he used to constantly come and tell Guruji, pray for his mother and all that. So she was undergoing the test, and because I happened to be doing medical school at that time, Guruji used to ask me to just keep track of the reports. So the tests were done, and it showed that she had a lymphoma of some sort, and she was quite anemic, but it was not very alarming. The condition itself was not very alarming. So Guruji asked me one day, so how is she doing? I was explaining all this about the condition and everything, and I said that it's not looking very bad, it's not life-threatening and all that. So he said, okay, let her take treatment, and this was happening on one side. A few days later, I think it was Swamiji's Jayanti. The next day was going to be Swamiji's Jayanti, Swati Nakshatra Naipasi, and Premika Bhavanam is the venue where Jayanti was to be celebrated that year. I'm talking about 10 years ago, not recently. So, we were sitting at Premika Bhavanam, all the boys, everybody, and it's that Sakya Baba at its best, because there's nobody else, doors locked, and Guruji was with us, and he was like, do this, do that, we were running around and trying things, and it was so much fun. Even when I think about all this today, at that moment I did not even understand, but now it's so sweet. Such thoughts, so sweet. I cannot tell you how sweet it is. So Sakya Baba at its best, and we were doing all of this. We were, somebody was tying the flowers, somebody was tying the Mavala Toranam, and all this was happening. And Guruji was sitting like one ringmaster in one corner, and he was ordering all of us around and making fun of everybody. It must have been close to midnight. I think it must be like 11:30 or 12 almost. Suddenly Guruji called me and he said, how did you come? Did you get the car? I said, yes Guruji, I came by car. Let's go see that friend's mother. Suddenly he said, it's 12 in the night. I know Guruji, it's 12 in the night, and she was in the hospital at that time. It would be very difficult to visit, and I did not even know where she was, in which hospital she was admitted and all that, and those were the days when you did not have cell phones, so it's not like you can call and find out. So somehow, but Guruji said, no, we are going, let's go and see. So somehow we managed to trace I could not trace him because he was with the mother, so we traced somebody in the family, located the hospital. It's located in some part of Chennai, in the northern part of Chennai, some small place. Because she had gone for one round of chemotherapy. It's not one of those like famous big hospitals, some small place. So with great difficulty, that night, 12:30, there's nobody to inquire, so slowly we found the way, and somehow, somewhere around 1 o'clock, we reached the hospital. Myself and Guruji. And Guruji said, just go up and check if she's there. I just went up, and she was there, and he was there also, the son and the mother. And seeing me, they were shocked, because no, actually what happened was, he was there, but I did not see her. There were only two beds, and there was somebody else lying on one bed, there's nobody else here. Where's your mother? Because he was sleeping, where's your mother? I thought she's in the hospital. He said, yeah, she's here, and he was also surprised. She was actually sitting and talking to the doctors, with the doctor's cabin. I did not even realize that she was the patient. So she was talking to the duty doctor. And seeing me, they were all very surprised, and I told that Guruji has come, and he suddenly wanted to see your mother, so that's why he came. And immediately he was in tears because Guruji has come all the way to see his mother. So Guruji came to the hospital. He came inside, and we went inside, and this lady, she was sitting comfortably and happily chatting with all the nurses and doctors, old lady. And she came, and then she did namaskaram to Guruji, and Guruji was asking her how she was doing, and he also told me to go check with the doctor to see how she was doing. So I was doing that part. So Guruji spent some time with the mother, and then we were ready to go. As we were coming outside, Guruji asked me, so how's she doing? Is she alright? See, this is the most difficult question to answer when it comes from Guruji. Okay, because what am I supposed to say then to Guruji? He's supposed to answer the question. He has the answer. So he's asking me, will she be alright? Like, I'm looking down, I'm looking up, I'm looking at the trees, and I'm trying to what? Is she doing alright? I said, Guruji knows best. Right? I just said that. And Guruji did not like that answer. He said, I know that I know best, I did not ask you that. You just tell me what you read in the reports, that's all you need to do. What did you read? What did the doctor say? Just say it. That's all I want you to do. So Guruji told me that. So he said that the doctor said that she's doing fine, and she can. In fact, she's good to go home even now. She's perfectly all right, and the treatment has worked well, and she will have no issues. And in fact, because it's late in the night, they decided to discharge her in the morning. So he said, okay, fine. So we were coming down, walking down the stairs. I distinctly remember that, very, very vividly remember that scene because it was me, Guruji and that son, three of us.